attend la bataille que Ford sait filmer. Alors là, il faut rappeler un truc historique. Zanuck, donc le film est produit par la Fox, et Zanuck tenait absolument à ce que cette bataille soit filmée. Une bataille comme ça, avec la mise en place, c'était quelque chose qui était entre 15 jours et un mois de tournage. Et le tournage avançait. Et Ford ne filmait pas cette bataille. Et donc Zanuck, et cette bataille, et cette bataille, et cette bataille. Ford, oui, oui, elle viendra, elle viendra. On arrivait au moment du dépassement, que Zanuck était prêt à admettre. Et tout à coup, Ford lui dit la bataille est filmée. Et stupéfaction de tout le monde et des spectateurs, au lieu d'avoir la bataille, on a une ellipse, les soldats reviennent. Entre le départ et le retour, on a une ou deux scènes de transition des femmes qui attendent, sur la notion les femmes attendent. Et tout à coup, dans ces scènes très fordiennes, obscures, un peu funèbres, les soldats reviennent, blessés, fatigués, harassés. Ça, il n'y a que Ford qui sait faire ça, et Mizoguchi, le début du héros sacrilège, quand une troupe fatiguée revient et que les femmes cherchent les frères, les maris, les amants, etc. Et la fiancée du timbalier, le poème de Hugo, quoi. Est-ce que tu as vu le timbalier? Bon. On retrouve Fonda au moment où tout le monde le croyait mort, Claudette Colbert le retrouve, et là, il y a quelque chose d'extraordinaire pour l'époque. Pour Ford et tout court pour le cinéma, c'est que cette bataille qu'il devait filmer est purement et simplement racontée par Fonda.
I'm cold. Wondering how long we'd be away when it happened. I heard a crack like
some water.
like a stick breaking. All of a sudden, the fellow next to me stopped talking and fell over on his side. Then I heard a whistle. Shots everywhere. Somebody shouted we'd been ambushed. I saw General Herkimer slide off his horse and grab his knee. Peter Tonight with his head blown half off.
Oh, darling, this is going to hurt. Oh.
Somebody told me to lay down, and then I saw him. All smeared with paint. Yellow and red. Every color.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
Back of them, Tories with green coats. I got down back of a log and aimed at a fellow. He leaped straight up in the air.
Darling, don't talk
Fell
about it.
forward on his face. After that, we just kept shooting as fast as we could load. Right on a hollow. Amos, Adam Hartman came over beside me. His musket was broke. He had a spear. He kept grinning. I remember thinking, he's having a good time. He likes this. Pretty soon he pointed off. I saw an Indian coming towards us.
Darling, don't
naked.
talk.
I tried to load, but it was too late. Adam stood up and braced his spear. And the Indian came down. I never saw a fellow look so funny, so surprised. He just hung there with his mouth open, looking at us, not saying a word. I had to shoot him. There wasn't anything else to do. I had to.
Yes, dear.
Brandon Nicholas.
Yeah.
Swallow.
Come, Nicholas.
Go ahead.
Then it started to rain. And I was sick. All the time, General Herkimer just sat there smoking his pipe and holding his knee. Then he said we'd all better go home.
Oh, darling, don't talk about it.
Out of 600 of us, about 240 were still alive. But we'd won. We licked them.
Yes, darling.
We showed them they couldn't take this valley.
Yes, darling.
Lana,
Yes, darling.
do you hear? We'd won.
Yes, darling, you won.
Peu importe que Ford ait, dès le début, pensé à escamoter la scène, ou qu'il était contraint de le faire parce qu'il ne voulait pas ruiner la production, dépasser le tournage. De toute façon, Zanuck était prêt à lui donner ce qu'il voulait pour filmer la scène. Il reste ce moment extraordinaire qui est un plan exceptionnellement long où Henry Fonda est en train de lire, mais en fin de compte de réciter blessé, la bataille dans un texte extrêmement beau. Et Fonda est dans un état de délire. Il est blessé, il est fiévreux, il est épuisé, et il raconte de façon complètement chaotique l'horreur de la guerre. Parce qu'il faut tout de même dire cette chose, que Ford, considéré comme un cinéaste misogyne, belliciste, raciste, etc., tout ça c'est du flan, est un cinéaste, est un des cinéastes, avec Fuller, et je compte sur les doigts d'une main, qui tout en sachant filmer admirablement la guerre, a décrit le plus nettement l'angoisse qui en est issue, ce que c'est que tuer un homme, la terreur, la panique, la frayeur que ça provoque. Et là, le récit de Fonda est admirable, d'une part parce que le plan est magnifique, il dure, il est d'ailleurs, il y a un plan qui est coupé en deux par une scène de transition, mais c'est le même plan, et il est dans une sorte de délire fiévreux, et il raconte comme un tableau de Jérôme Bosch, des figures, des postures, l'Indien était soulevé, il grimaçait, un tel avait la tête fracassée, etc., etc., etc. Ça, c'est tout de même un point que même les plus réticents fordiens ont remarqué comme une trouvaille inouïe.
That one. What? That one there, on your arm.
Oh, well, it's a tattoo. I got that removed.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Mother.
What is it? Tahupa, that's the USS Indianapolis.
You were on the Indianapolis?
What happened? Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. He was coming back from the island of Tinian to Leyte, just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about half an hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know that when you're in the water, Chief? You tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was our bomb mission had been so secret, no distress signal had been sent. They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups. It's kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was, shark comes to the nearest man, that man he starts pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red, and in spite of all the pounding and the hollering, they all come in and they rip you to pieces. You know, by the end of that first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men, they average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player, bosun's mate. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. Bobbed up and down in the water. It was like a kind of top. Upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Noon the 5th day, Mr. Hooper, Lockheed Ventura saw us. He swung in low and he saw us too. A young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper anyway. He saw us and he come in low, and 3 hours later, a big fat PBY comes down and started to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went in the water. 316 men come out. The Sharks took the rest June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.